What is going on, folks? This is ChaoticVideos, and today we're doing a first look game impression on Dofus. Dofus is a flash-based, tactical, turn-oriented, massive multiplayer online role-playing game. Try saying all that in one sentence. It's actually developed and published by Ankama Games, which is a French computer gaming manufacturer. You don't see many games from the French, guys, but this one is actually pretty decent. You should really check it out. In Dofus, you're going to be pretty much playing a character, and you're going to be roaming the world, killing things, doing quests, gathering items, unique stuff like that. On the top left, guys, of the main menu, you currently have your Dofus nickname. Next to that is the server, which I'm currently in Area Mean, if I even said that right, and then you have the mode. Currently I'm in Discovery mode. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like to the game. Alright, now we're going to actually change servers. Currently, guys, just keep in mind there is only one server available, so you're not going to have much options. But of course, they'll probably add some more later on. Once you select your server, guys, as you can see, here's my current character. I only have one, but we're going to go ahead and create another one. Once you click on character creation, you can choose between a variety of classes, such as warrior, archer, berserker, healer, creator, assassin, treasure hunter, and many more, guys. There's just enormous amounts of classes. Feel free to try them out. Once you select your class, guys, on the top left, you're gonna have the pretty much what its role is. This one is going to be a damage dealer, a debuffer, and a positioner, and that would be the assassin. And you also see a nice little representation of how difficult it is to play them. Currently, this character's name is Sram, and it is an assassin, which I really like assassins, so we're gonna go ahead and choose this one. Next, guys, you just go ahead and customize your character. There's not too many customizations, but you can at least customize the main points, such as the face and the color of your items, or even your skin in general. Of course, I'm more of a fan of black and red, so we're just gonna go ahead and stick with that. And I really like how my guy looks on here. Currently, this is the best resolution you can play on, guys. You can't play any higher than this. I apologize. I do like 1920 by 1080, but they just don't give me the option. Next, character name. Just go ahead and type in what you want if it is available. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you cannot have capital letters anywhere on, only on your first letter of your name can be capitalized. Everything else cannot. Now let's just go ahead and start this bad boy up.
Welcome, young soul. Welcome to the world of 12. A peaceful world under the protection of the 12 gods. A land of legend ruled by the power of the Dofus. 6 dragon eggs, symbols of power and givers of hope. Until one terrible day when they were stolen. Now the harmony is broken. The elements and monsters have been unleashed. The time has come. Your destiny has brought you to Incarnate. Discover the world. Find precious allies. Find the Dofus. Become a hero. And become a part of the legend.
Alrighty, well there goes that cutscene, short and simple. You got the point, guys. You're supposed to be collecting all the dragon eggs and returning them back to their rightful owner. Currently we are in Dofus, which is the main city area. The whole game pretty much. As you can see, this is to move. You're going to actually have to use your mouse cursor. You just go ahead and click on where you want to move and it will move. On the top left, guys, you currently have the area you're in along with your level. On the top right, you currently have the settings options along with the current quest, which is left click on Joris or Joris, and the rewards given. On the bottom left, you currently have the chats. You can also change between combat chat, guild chat, and other unique stuff like that. In the middle, on the bottom, you currently have your character along with his level right next to that, and the XP bar right above that. As you can see, I need 90 more XP to level up, and I'm currently 18% there. And the rest of the stuff is just explanatory. It just shows you how many enemies are on the fight or on the map. Alright guys, now MP is movement points. This is the amount of movement you get when you're in combat. AP is action points. This is the amount of action you can actually use when you're in combat. And above that is the health bar, which is your health points. That is the amount of health you own. And on the right side, guys, just your little hotkey bars if you have any items you wish. And below that is just all the items and menus which we will be unlocking after the tutorial. Okay, let's go ahead and click on her. I've already done these. Just go ahead and accept that. When you get your inventory, guys, you can either equip items by left clicking and dragging them, or right clicking and equipped. Or if you like the lazy way, just keep on spamming left click on them and they will equip. As you saw, that ring did give me +1 to vitality and initiative. So get 1 HP. Now we gotta fight this little scarecrow thing right here. Alright, this is the combat system, guys. When you first get into combat, you're going to be asked to place your character within one of the red boxes. That is going to be your starting point. Then just go ahead and ready up. Once you're ready, it depends on what's your initiative. Either they will get the first turn or you will. Currently in this situation, I will. As you can see, I have 3 movement points. I just wasted 2 to get closer to the enemy and now have 1 left. Here's my current skills, which is on the hotkey bar. Go ahead and use those. Depending on what skills you have, they do different types of damage, elemental damage, range damage, close range, traps, and etc. And buffs and debuffs as well. Now let me actually show you my tricky trap. Just go ahead and place this right over here. Alright, and let's move away a little bit, and we're going to place 1 more just in case. These traps, if the enemy gets launched into them, they will move forward, and luckily I have 1 right there as well. If you've actually ever played Dungeons and Dragons, guys, this is actually a very similar type of gaming style. The board game, that is. You have your character and then there's the enemy characters. You move depending on turn-based, and you can only do a certain amount of things a certain amount of times. Very similar to the ever so popular Dungeons and Dragons. Alright, here I just went ahead and equipped the items I got from the quest, and let's just go ahead and head on to the next area. Now it looks like we are going to fight a stronger creature. It's going to be a wolf, I want to say a werewolf looking creature, and it looks like those items that I did equip did help me out, so I did get an extra health boost out of that. Keep in mind, when you are fighting, if you take damage, you're gonna have to wait a couple seconds after you end the fight to recover that damage, or if you join in a fight when you're still weakened, you're gonna stay with that health. Be careful. Here I use invisibility so he can't really see me, so I'm just going to go ahead and set some traps so in case he does get over here, he's going to be taking quite a bit of damage. Some enemies, guys, are smarter than others and they will avoid your traps. Sometimes they won't know you set a trap depending on what skills you use. Booyah! Looks like he was not expecting that, and he did launch into one of my traps, which caused a chain reaction on another 2. And that's pretty much an instant kill. That's why I really like the thief guys, or the assassin, mainly because they can set traps, and you can set traps, get away, and eventually the enemy might run into them. Very useful. It looks like here I'm actually supposed to gather some materials, so let's just go ahead and do as he says. Alright, I've gathered all the necessary materials. It looks like we're going to be crafting a minor dynamo. This item actually, it's going to pretty much help the enemy. It's actually going to give them, I believe, +1 movement or action point. I'm not sure which. But these items are pretty much if you want a challenge. Go ahead and use this and your opponents will gain 1 MP, which is movement point, as I just saw over there. So you can have different types of challenges, guys. You will get more XP, more items, such things such as that. But the enemies will be tougher, keep in mind. And it'll be quite a challenge. Alright, it looks like we gotta talk to Master Tarms. I already did the tutorial, guys. I'm just kinda like skipping over the text. If you want, feel free to pause it at the text if you want to read each one separately. But yeah, this game actually does not require a lot of graphics, so you can actually run it on almost any PC. Ooh, it looks like this guy is trying to avoid my trap, so I will not let him. I'm gonna hope he's gonna follow me. Yeah, just use invisibility just so you won't notice where I'm gonna be. I'll actually get to that later. This guy really doesn't want to fight, apparently. That's right. Come to mama. Ah, for the love of God, come on, just set in one of those traps. Bro, if he just touches one of those traps, I will pretty much be good. He will instantly get killed. So this is what I mean as the enemies are smart. They're not really stupid enough to just go ahead and rush into your traps. Sometimes. Some enemies actually have to get up close to attack you, so that will be useful depending on how you set it. Literally, I don't think there's any other place that I could really set a trap where he could get through. Okay, seriously, this guy is just straight getting annoying. Ooh, it looks like this thing is blocking my route, so I can't really get past that. But at least now I have the whole area around me surrounded with traps. Which hopefully the enemy will run into one of them. Alright, I literally have nowhere else to go. Looks like I'm one square away from being able to hit him, but I cannot move there or I will be killed instantly. Oh god, come on, man. Yeah, I'm literally skipping most of my turns. I'm just trying to see if he'll get any closer, but it doesn't look like he will. Let's see. Alright, let's see if I can actually destroy my own traps. Ooh, nope, doesn't look like it. That is embedded to the ground. Yeah, guys, I literally had no choice. I had to do something. I knew I was gonna die. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to end this quickly this time. And it looks like I only have 23 HP, which I actually forgot to wait and heal up. Yikes, not good for me. He did know where I was because I turned invisible right after the fact I used my movement, so I did not move after that. Okay, see? They do not know where I am, though he's just mainly guessing for the most part. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and set a trap here, so no matter where he goes, he will be taking damage. And it looks like I'm down to my last 5 health points. Yikes. Here I really wanted to play it safe. He was literally 1 attack away from killing me. It's getting very sketchy right now. I really hope this doesn't end like last game. Come to Papa. Alright, finally got this piece of whatever this thing is. It was getting very annoying. Like I said, traps are useful, but they are so slow. Now guys, I'm going to use my idol, which is the buff, but not for myself, for the enemy. So it's going to be a little harder to kill him because they will have 1 extra movement point. Here guys is your characteristics, which pretty much after you level you get a certain amount of points, which you can spend into vitality, wisdom, strength, intelligence, chance, and agility. Depending on what you spend that into, will buff certain type of elemental attacks, or let's say your traps, and etc. Not the best idea to turn invisible then move, or move then turn invisible, but wasn't really thinking much. I'm gonna go ahead and set a trap and go ahead and poison him. Alright, it looks like he is very weakened, so maybe I can finish him off pretty soon. Go ahead and poison him some more. And it looks like he is barely alive, so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish him off. Alright, that is another victory! Swear, this tutorial is taking forever. Now it looks like they want me to fight 2 enemies. I can barely handle 1, alright. Luckily, since I already played the tutorial once, I actually know the one on the right is weaker. Let's go ahead and get the hell away from there. As you see, I did turn invisible then move, so he actually thought I was still there. I'll try to get this guy out first. And it looks like I accidentally moved my mouse a little too late, or too soon, and actually missed him. But he did take quite a bit of damage. He only has 6 HP. I know for a fact I can finish him off with this attack, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And here, since I saw there's really no way he could win, I just went ahead and bomb rushed him. You ain't surviving. Looks like he did use a healing spell, so he did get healed a bit. And he actually moved away from my trap. What a smartass. But it's all good. We're still gonna get this. And another victory! Alrighty. Also guys, this game does come in, I believe, phone format. So you can actually play it on, I believe, Android or Apple. And it's actually very similar to this because this game doesn't require much graphics or doesn't really have much of a system where you can actually play it with a phone. So I believe they actually embedded it so you can actually do that. Here guys is the open world. Here you can accept quests, kill monsters, and just explore and gather. And also I did forget to mention, if you really do like this game guys, they actually have an anime series, which actually has I believe over 50 episodes. And they also have movies for this. The only thing I am not so much of a fan of is that it's actual French. That's the language they speak. Of course you can get it in subbed. It's just I'm so used to the Japanese words. It just feels so funny when I hear that. But yeah, this is a French game, so obviously they are gonna make it in French. And yeah, it looks like I did get some items there. I got a sky cape, nice. It's not letting me equip it though. Okay, it's saying my level is not high enough, and this is a level 8 cape, so it is correct. Let's go ahead and just browse around over here. But yeah, when I was actually watching the anime, it actually had some pretty good graphical detail into it. It's very similar to any other anime you'd see. Like one of the newer ones especially. So that's why I was a little confused. I was like, this is actually very popular. I'm surprised I don't see much players actually playing it. They also have different series of this game. Dofus is just one of the main series. They have other ones. They can do other quest lines or other types of gaming styles if you really like the arts of this game and the actual characters. Each character has its own backstory, so you can really get to know them, especially if you watch the anime series or the movies. Ooh. Yeah, obviously that big guy is going to be stronger than the little birds, I'm pretty sure. Enemies, they get stars. If they have a 5-star, that means they're usually really powerful. Of course, if they have 1 star, they're not as powerful. If they have no stars, they're not really that powerful. They rank them between level and groups. You can have different types of monster groups in one area, and then you're gonna have to be fighting all those. The reason it's harder depending on groups, let's say if you have one enemy that's long range that can actually buff, and you have one enemy that's short range that does a lot of damage, that's going to be bad for you. Let's say if you're an archer, you can probably handle the close range, but you can't handle the long range. Let's say if you're a melee guy, you can handle the close, but you can't handle the long. So like I said, be careful on what enemies you're fighting. Make sure you have the right abilities. Some enemies have vulnerabilities to certain elements, such as fire, water, earth, etc. Some enemies are actually completely immune to certain elements, so you'll barely be able to even scratch them. Especially at higher level, be careful. And it looks like I am level 4. Nice, my next skill is going to be unlocked at level 6. Here I'm actually just going to pump all my vitality into my health, or all my skill into my vitality, which will increase my health. And here we're just going ahead, gonna go search around a bit, see if we find anything else interesting. All these enemies, whoops, didn't mean to do that. All these enemies are actually really weak. I'm trying to find perhaps some level 5 or stronger enemies, perhaps a star or 2. But it doesn't seem like I'm finding much. But like I said, just keep exploring guys. You'll find more stuff. Currently I'm only on an island. You can actually go to the town later on. Let's just do a few quests. Here I saw these guys were a little stronger than normal, and yep, they actually get the initiative first. That just shows pretty much they have a higher initiative than you. Nice. It looks like my trap did move him away from attacking advantage, because it looks like his attacks only go in line formats and it doesn't go all around like mine. Turn invisible and gonna go ahead and go over here. Yeah, it's 32 health. My attacks do quite a bit of damage, and hopefully whoop, it looks like he didn't attack. Interesting. Well, he is defeated. We got some more XP and we got some more items. Alright, let's also, to move from area to area, just go ahead and click on the corners. There'll be a nice little arrow which will show you where to go. I seriously cannot find any really strong enemies here. The reason I can do this, some players cannot do that, it's because I have traps. Like I said, I can set up an enormous line of traps before the enemy even touches me, and that'll pretty much instantaneously kill them if I set it up properly. Looks like there is a quest available here, so let's just go ahead and do that, you know, just so I can show you some quests, see what it's about. And it looks like he did teleport me, interesting. So pretty much I have to kill these little balls of fuzz. Not that bad looking. Okay, well, it looks like they got the initiative, so it looks like they're not all that weak. That's good, I'll just go ahead and set up some traps. Hope they'll actually come in contact. Luckily they did not see me, so he really did not try to attack me. But since I'm going to be attacking him, my invisibility automatically wears off. But now both of the enemies are weakened. And it looks like they actually get 2 attacks, so they actually have a lot of action points as well. Different enemies, if you actually research them online, you can actually see how much action points and movement points they get from the start. So you can actually, if you see the enemy's range is only 3 boxes, and they have 3 movement points, so you pretty much have to be at least, I believe, 7 boxes away to not get hit. Like I said, very strategical. And yeah, you can also actually have parties in this game, guys. You can play with your friends, and then each of you will get turns. And you can set traps, buffs, debuffs, and attack enemies. Very team-based game, which I do like. I really like team-based games. It's always more fun to play with friends than just by yourself. I remember I actually started playing this game, I believe, about 5 years ago. Either it was this game or another game very similar to this, produced by the same company, and it was actually very fun. Don't know why I gave it up though, forgot, it's been a while. I'll just let him come into my traps, and another victory, nice. We had defeated 2, and I think there's 1 more left, yep. This guy's all alone, so I'll go ahead and fight him straight out the bats. Looks like one of his abilities actually does damage to me and actually heals him. So that's interesting. Lifesteal. But luckily I managed to crit on that second attack, luckily for me. Alright, and now we have to view these telescopes. Ah, nice, kitties. It looks like a big cat right there to the left. Looks like he's just showing me areas where there's strong enemies out in the world. Alright, and it looks like there's also some warriors here. Is it just me or are they all cat people? Yeah, I think they're all cat people. And let's just go back to the main area. Well guys, this is pretty much it. I hope you guys did enjoy. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.